Hey guys, welcome back to another beginner's Pilates session. Today we're going to start down on our mats on all fours. So we're going to take our palms a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. We're going to bring the big toes together. We're going to walk the hands just a little bit further out in front of the shoulders, and then we're going to sink back into child's pose, really lengthening through the spine. Then we're going to come forward. Weight comes into the heels of the hands, and then we're going to push back into child's pose, stretching and elongating through the spine. Inhale, forward. Exhale, stretch the spine in child's pose. Inhale, forward. Weight comes into the heels of the hands. Exhale, we bring it back. Good. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. For 3. And 2. Last one. We're going to sink back, get into that lateral breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale, filling the back of the rib cage, and exhale out through the mouth. Amazing work. We're now going to come into an all fours position, wrists below shoulders, knees below hips. We're going to inhale here, gazes down on the floor, and exhale, look out over right shoulder, shortening the distance between the right shoulder and the right hip. And then we're going to bend to the opposite side. Inhale to center, exhale back to the right side. Inhale to center, mobilizing the spine as we bend to opposite directions. Good work. Stretching through the neck for 2. Inhale and exhale. Last one, and back to center. Amazing work. Now we're going to bring the feet forward on the mat, and we're just going to scooch ourselves to the end of the mat, taking a nice deep breath, holding under the thighs for support, elongating up through the crown of the head. Relax those shoulders. Take another deep breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, tilt the pelvis back, straighten out the arms. Engage those abs, C-curving, deep inhale here, and exhale, scoop your belly in and lift. We're going to take another one and go back a little further. Inhale here, and exhale, curve it back. You can release your hands if you feel strong here. Deep inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to slowly lower down to the mat. Use your hands to help you if you need. Amazing work. Now, we're going to interlace our fingers behind and take them behind our head. Head is going to rest heavy in the hands here. The knees are bent, the heels are below the knees. Spine is in neutral. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to peel head, neck, and shoulders up, flattening the low back on the mat, engaging the core. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift into your crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, belly to spine as you lift. Keep those elbows nice and wide. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, contracting the core. Good work. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Drawing up the pelvic floor, contracting the abdominal wall every time you breathe out. Nice work. Good. Little pause at the top of the lift to really engage the core and work on building that strength before lowering down with control. Good work. We've got 3. And 2, lift that chest. Good work. Last one, we're going to come up and hold. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Abs in. Nice work. And relax it down. We're going to keep our hands where they are, and we're going to move into a variation of crisscross. So this is a very common exercise in Pilates. We're going to do a slightly simpler version. Our aim here is to be engaging the obliques. So we want to keep the hips even and level, but we want to be getting our rotation around the rib cage. So it looks like this. We're going to inhale to prepare, and as we exhale, we're rotating around the rib cage, bringing the left elbow toward the right knee as we lift the right knee in toward the chest. Then we lower down, we inhale, and we exhale. Right elbow toward left knee and lower down. So I'm not letting one of my hips lift off the mat as the knee comes in. I'm simply engaging my core as I breathe out and bringing the elbow toward the knee. Don't worry if the elbow and the knee don't touch. Keep those elbows nice and wide and focus on rotating around the rib cage, cinching in the waistline as you breathe out and rotate. Good. And relax the head between each repetition. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift and rotate. Nice work. Really focus on picking the shoulder blade up off the mat as your elbow reaches toward the knee. Again, we're never pulling our head, neck, and shoulders up. Our head rests nice and heavy in the hands. It's supported by the interlaced fingers. Good work. Keep breathing. We've got 3. Good. And 2. Lift a bit higher. Nicely done. Last one. And relax it down. Amazing work. So now we're going to get into place for our bridge work. We practiced this in the last session. Our heels are below our knees here. That spine is in neutral. We've got that little bit of space between the low back and the mat. From this position, we are tilting the pelvis back, flattening the low back into the mat first of all, and then we're peeling the tailbone, peeling the low back, peeling the mid back, coming up onto the shoulders, but not overarching, so not lifting those hips too high. We're creating that nice flat surface between the breastbone and the hips. Deep inhale here, and exhale, engage the core and roll down one vertebra at a time. Tailbone touches down last, spine comes in neutral. Inhale, exhale, tilt the pelvis back, peel each individual vertebra up off the mat, lift and hold, engaging the back body. Inhale, and exhale your way down, belly to spine the whole way down. Inhale and exhale, tilting the pelvis and lifting. Good. Inhale and exhale, reversing that movement on the way down, belly to spine to touch the low back down. Good. Work through a couple more of those at your own pace. Good work. Last one, we're going to come up and hold. And from this position, make sure we're nice and stable in bridge. Those heels are below the knees, feet are parallel. Now we're going to keep ourselves elevated as we lift the heels and lower. So don't let your hips lower as you lower the heels. Lift the heels and lower the heels, keeping the hips where they are. Good work. So we're strengthening the calves and the hamstrings here. Squeeze the glutes as you lift and lower. Good work, nearly there. We've got 4, abs in, 3, 2, and on our last one, we're gonna come up and hold in that elevated position. Squeeze the glutes for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the heels, stretch the arms overhead, palms are facing up toward the ceiling. Deep inhale here, reach as far away as you can, and then slowly roll down one vertebra at a time, feeling those vertebrae stretch apart as you lower down onto the mat. Feels so good. All right, let's bring the knees in toward the chest. We're going to place the right hand under the right thigh, left hand under the left thigh, and then we're going to slowly, with control, roll ourselves up using our hands to help us if we need. Now, from here, we're going to get into position for some glute and thigh work. So we're going to come down onto our forearms. We want our forearms parallel and our fingers spread and our elbows directly below our shoulders. Now the neck is never dropped like this or like this. We want the gaze down on the floor between the thumbs so the neck is in line with the spine. Low back is in neutral, so no overarching here. The knees are below the hips. From here, we're going to bend the right knee and flex the right foot. So pull the right toes back toward the shin. We're going to lift the leg to torso height, squeezing the bum, tap the knee down, and lift again. So notice I'm not swinging my leg up. I'm lifting it with control. We're squeezing the right glutes at the top of the lift and then lowering with control, keeping that torso really still and stable. So we don't want to be rocking around in the torso or arching the spine as we lift and lower. Good. 4. We've got 8. 5, Squeeze the bum at the top of the lift. 6, good work. 7, and 8. Keeping the foot flexed, we're going to extend the right leg out long. Hips are still square with the mat here. And then bring the heel to the bum, contracting the hamstrings. Stretch and lengthen through the flexed heel and bend. Hamstring curls, stretch and bend. We've got 4. Relax those shoulders. 5, we're going to 8. 4, keep the leg really straight and then contract. Nice work. 7, and final one, 8. We're going to extend the leg and tap the toes down toward the mat. So the foot stays flexed here, shoulders are relaxed, hips are square with the mat. Now we're going to go into some leg lifts. Lift the leg to torso height, squeeze the glute and lower for 2. And 3, really controlled. And 4, keep that leg as long and lengthened as possible. 5, abs are in. 6, 7, and 8. Squeeze the bum, point the toe, and lower the knee. Amazing work. Sink back onto your heels for a stretch. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale. And as you exhale, return to that all fours position down on the forearms, and we're going to work the opposite side. Nice neutral spine, gaze down on the mat. We're going to bend that left leg, flex that left foot, and lift. Really slow, really controlled, squeezing your bum for a split second at the top of the lift before lowering down. 4, and 5, squeeze the glutes. For 6, nice relaxed shoulders. 7, mind to muscle connection, make it count. And 8, extend the leg out long. Keep flexing, keep pulling those toes back toward the shin. Bend, extend. Hamstring curls, bend, extend. Shoulders are relaxed, spine is nice and long. Contract the hamstring and stretch out, lengthening through the heel. 5, and 6, keep that leg elevated. 7, and 8, amazing work. Drop the toe down to the mat, keep the foot flexed and lift. Straight leg now, lift. We've got 3, abs in. 4, 5, lengthen through the heel. 6, squeeze the bum at the top of the lift. 7, and 8, hold. Point the toe, bend at the knee, and sink back into your child's pose. Regulate the breath here, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to come back into our all fours position. Now, we've been practicing some shin lift work, but we're going to change it up and focus on specifically on the triceps by doing some forearm taps. So we're going to walk our hands out in front of the shoulders. They're still in line with the shoulders, wrists in line with the shoulders, but they're a little bit further out in front. The fingers are spread, the spine is in neutral, and the belly is plugged in. From here, we're going to lower the forearms down to the mat, keeping them parallel, and then press up through the heels of the hands to straighten the arms. Lower and press up through the heels of the hands. So really focus your mind on the backs of the arms doing the work here. As you press up through the heels of the hands, you're working those triceps. Good. Keep your neck nice and long, shoulders away from your ears. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Sink back towards your heels for 3, 2, and 1. Back into position. We're going to work through 8 more of those. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. For 3. Focus on those triceps doing the work. 5, 6, you've got this. 7, abs in, and 8, amazing work. Take your hands a little bit wider apart. Curl your toes, and now I'd like you to lift your hips up toward the ceiling, coming into downward dog. Keep your knees as bent as they need to be here. I want you to relax your head so it's just hanging between your shoulders. Flatten out the upper back as much as possible. And we're just going to pedal out the feet. So bring alternating heel down toward the mat, keeping those knees nice and bent, letting your head hang between your shoulders. We've got 4, 3, lift those hips a bit higher, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Soften your knees down to the mat and turn and face me. Amazing work. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's roll out the shoulders to finish off. We're going to inhale, lift the shoulders up by the ears, and exhale, round them down and back. Inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale, round them down and back. Last one, make it a good one. Lift them up and melt all the tension away as you round them down and back. You did it. Great work. I look forward to moving again with you next time.